Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another K-Rino Friday. Today we are going to be reacting to Planet Exile, or Identity Theft Part 2. As part of the Sorcerer Saga, we're back to finish off the saga. I had a week to to forget this track after accidentally not recording my whole reaction to it last week, so I'm excited to get right into this. Thank you again to Robert Owen for the suggestion. Keep coming in the comments down below, guys. Help me keep track of the rest of this saga. But without further ado, let's see what Kay has to say. Let's see what Planet Exile is all about. Once again, let's get it.
But when they looked at me, they heard only a sinister laugh. Right then, the scenario was understood quick. It was me that got removed. The whole thing was a trick. I was in another realm by the time they discovered he had staged the process and put a spell on my mother. As for me. Okay, so right now we're in the outro of Identity Theft Part 1, or just Identity Theft. I'm not sure why this is called Identity Theft Part 2, besides the fact that it's continuing the story, but that's what this whole thing has been. Let's keep it going. I'm now trapped in a place you couldn't fathom. How will I make it back? Stay tuned. I'll tell you next album.
I do love that cliffhanger he gave. If you want to know how this turns out, well, see you next album, people. You're going to have to wait for this one. Let's get it.
Lost, disoriented and rattled, traumatized, confused, and fatigued from the travel. Had just lost the battle, now I'm light years away from free and back on the earth. There was an imposter replacing me, but somehow
it's okay. He got shot to this alien planet, went through like a portal or a spell or something. He's there now. The other guy, the other K, is there. Everybody thinks he's the real K-Rino now on Earth. Let's see what happens.
On the earth, there was an imposter replacing me, but somehow I'm not afraid. Amazingly, I'm laying in a tub with a beautiful lady bathing me. Not even.
I love that. Bathing me, amazingly, replacing me. Great rhyme scheme right there.
In a tub with a beautiful lady bathing me. Not even thinking about anybody saving me, cause they treated me great. I was thinking this is the place to be. But when I stood up, the fear struck suddenly. I looked in.
That's when the Stockholm Syndrome starts to set in. You're like, oh damn, these people treat me kinda nice. Got a nice toilet, got a heated seat. I might chill here for a long time.
The place to be. But when I stood up, the fear struck suddenly. I looked into a mirror and the person, and it wasn't me. I was in another form, but still myself underneath. Zapped into a new body, just like Sam on Quantum Leap. I started.
Alright, so now he's in the other dude's body that he switched places with. The other guy still using K's body on Earth. K is in his body back on his home planet. And he's looking in the mirror, feeling himself inside, but seeing the other dude's face looking back at him. Which, can you imagine what that would feel like? That would be insanity to wake up one day, look in the mirror and be like, huh, that's not what I went to sleep looking like.
Screaming, get me out of this costume. Felt just like a claustrophobic person in a locked room. Tried to tear the skin away, but that only applied wounds. Attempted to run, but got apprehended by 5 goons. And just to show,
I love how he hit that applied wounds and 5 goons. Just a nice way to say that, like, Wally was trying to get out of this meat suit, that it was his and it was real. So he actually just started like tearing the skin open and all that nastiness.
Wounds, attempted to run but got apprehended by 5 goons. And just to show us somebody's playing a violin, my first question to them was, whose body was I in? One of them said he must be having delusions, induced by the news of his impending execution. Wait, hold up, did you say execution? I'm just a few moments removed from being in Houston. Why you wanna cash my life?
And that's I love that rhyme there too. Execution? I'm just a few moments away from being in Houston. Man's just got here and they already ready to kill him. And that's why the other dude switched places, because he wasn't trying to die. But I love the violin here. The violin on this track hits so hard. Sounds beautiful, man.
I'll admit the bath was nice. Found out later on she was cleaning me for the sacrifice. And after they explained and let me know the danger, 2 of the arresting soldiers showed me to a holding chamber. Called me by a name I didn't recognize. Claimed I jeopardized the planet with the dangerous explosive exercise. And practicing wicked actions.
Okay, hold up. Let me bring that back a little bit.
Me to a holding chamber, called me by a name I didn't recognize, claimed I jeopardized the planet with the dangerous explosive exercise.
Okay, so the guy that K is in the body of right now apparently was gonna perform some dangerous explosive exercise upon the planet, and that's why he's in this holding chamber waiting for his execution right now.
A name I didn't recognize, claimed I jeopardized the planet with the dangerous explosive exercise. In practicing wicked actions and tragic habits, stealing and casting spells from forbidden magic tablets. Despite my new body, I stared at the mirror surprised. The eyes of that other guy then materialized. I looked into the eyes like a crystal ball. He was causing hell on earth and no one could resist it all. And as I watched the fall, I beat his fist against the wall. Now I know whose body I was in. I had been switched and robbed. The same guy who...
Okay, so from watching it, from listening to this last week, I caught on a little early what was happening. But now Kay's finally realizing he was able to look through the eyes and not see his own, but the actual physical eyes of the guy he's inside of right now. And they allowed him to see like a crystal ball. He saw the future, or maybe the present, of this guy just going crazy on Earth, running amok, ruining his name, doing what he was doing while K was still there in identity theft. But now he's free to roam and there's nobody else to stop it.
Now I know whose body I was in. I had been switched and robbed. The same guy who came to earth and told lies and stole my identity was out to make my soul die. Claimed that he wanted my brain power and would grab it, but that was a lie, cause I'm on this planet and I still have it. I'm thinking dag nabbit, yet overcome with scary doubt. I'm taking the fall for every action that he carried out. If it was possible to do, I would've freed myself. My chances ain't looking too good. I think I need some help. And at that moment, the whole room filled with a beam. In my cell appeared the lady.
Also, great transitions in this track, man, going from the verse to the hook. Love it, man. Super smooth, bars super clean, great rhymes throughout it. A lot of nice compound rhymes that we get from K very frequently.
Who helped me kill the machine, unlock my memory to make me know her face again, then laid out the plan to help me get back to my place again. She said, let's try to figure what we gotta do to make it back. It's not impossible, but it's improbable. Your chances of returning are ominous, cause based on time, the light year distance is 10 trillion kilometers. But what about...
Okay, so now flashback way to the past in the saga. We're at annihilation of the evil machine, and there's this like mystical woman that comes to K, basically tells him like, you're the one, you're the dude that does it, you save the world, this is all you. Now she's here with him on this planet, helping him figure out, where do we go from here? Like, I'm not trying to die, so what are we gonna do? Where do we go? How do we escape? What's the plan?
The portal that I turning the ominous, cause based on time, the light year distance is 10 trillion kilometers. But what about the portal that I trekked in? Once he sent me through that door, I was here in 1 second. She said, well, that theory already predisposed it. But when I checked the entrance to the portal, he had closed it and burned the reopening formula. Every trace destroyed. Now the area you enter through is just a spatial void. So we'll need to find another way for this to end. Okay, but out of curiosity, how'd you get here then? She said,
Okay, so K, he was transported, the spell's been destroyed, the portal's been destroyed, the like tunnel, it sounds like there was a wormhole connecting these points in space that he was routed through, and the sorcerer, whatever the other guy on the other side is, he destroyed that, just leaving behind blank empty space, trapping K out there. At least that's what he hopes he did.
Another way for this to end. Okay, but out of curiosity, how'd you get here then? She said, I'm not. It's a hallucinogenic transmission of holographics producing my image. I'm really in a secret lab in Houston, inventing a powerful formula that we can use when it's finished. Experimental.
Okay, and that's bringing us back to the secret lab from My Bike and all of those tracks involved in that 3 weeks later. And there was one in the middle there. I can't remember which one exactly. But they have the secret underground lab in Houston where they made the bike. Now they're working on something else to send this transmission to K so they can figure out what they're gonna do.
Secret lab in Houston, inventing a powerful formula that we can use when it's finished. Experimental options, I got them in opulence, but first you gotta give them a try to test your tolerance. Let's try to bring you back with this.
Also, opulence and tolerance, two words you don't hear put together very often, but really satisfying rhyme.
Gotta give them a try to test your tolerance. Let's try to bring you back with this minute rewinder. I'll place you inside of this date finder and set the timer and send you to the day he came and changed the facts on it. Maybe we can stop it if you land at the exact moment. Well, if I do, how can I give resistance? Take this universal key crystal and simply block the entrance and keep him on the other side to nullify his actions. If we pull it off, it'll be as if...
Wait, hold up. So now they're going to send K basically back in like a time machine to the day that the other guy transported himself to Earth, which might be the same day as today. The timeline is hard to understand here, but let's see where this goes.
Well, if I do, how can I give resistance? Take this universal key crystal and simply block the entrance and keep him on the other side to nullify his actions. If we pull it off, it'll be as if this never happened. Read thinking, okay, what do I have to lose? My avenues for escape had reached dire magnitudes. This will send you through the continuum. You can fly in this. His initial entry point's been found by my scientists. Let's test.
Okay, so they're sending him through the time continuum to find the entry point that this last, the wizard, we'll call him the wizard, used.
The initial entry point's been found by my scientists. Let's test it to see how ready you are. She threw the switch, can't speak to me. Oops, I sent him too far. Activate reversal mode and undo the action. Let's try something different, yeah, cause I ain't fitting that one. Meanwhile...
Yo, I said this last time and I remember, but it still reminds me of it, is in Avengers, when they're trying to fix everything after Thanos snapped the first time and they're figuring out how to time travel. It reminds me of the part where I think it was Scott Lang, Ant-Man. They attempt to send him back in time, but instead of moving him through time, they said they moved time through him. So it turned him into a baby, and then they had to re-age him up back to his regular age and then figure out how to send somebody through time instead of the opposite way around.
Let's try something different, yeah, cause I ain't fitting that one. Meanwhile, it was time to be taken to slaughter. I had been framed for things I'd never been a part of. And right before the soldiers walked up and closed in, the mystics zapped their molecular mass and froze them. Now back to work, time is wasted in this cell. It seems to me the Earth and this planet are slightly parallel. I'm thinking that this realm could...
Interesting. Hold up, let's bring it back.
Closed in, the mystics zapped their molecular mass and froze them. Now back to work, time is wasted in this cell. It seems to me the Earth and this planet are slightly parallel. I'm thinking that this realm contains portable conditions. Is there a way to switch both planets' orbital positions? She hesitated then said, well, yeah, but the problem is he'll still be here and you'll be still there. Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, Pete, I got a spam. All
Okay, so the let's take Bikini Bottom and move it somewhere else plan is not gonna work. Just switching the planet's positions, that doesn't do anything, because they'll flip-flop and then Kay's still stuck in a cell and that guy's still running amok on Earth doing whatever he can and whatever he wants. But let's keep it going.
You'll still be here and you'll be still there. Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, Pete, I got a spam. All you have to do is send my image as a hologram back to Earth in the three-dimensional way. In fact, and when he sees that...
Something I'm also noticing just now is I like how there is no hook. This track is basically verse all the way through. I don't think there's any part that is repeated like multiple times in a row. Like, maybe small parts here and there. But the violin acts as that mark in your head. Okay, this is the hook. We've been here before. And it makes it a little bit more catchy. It takes on a little bit of a vocal type feeling in the track. So clean, man. Beautiful instrumental, beautiful bars. This is dope.
Back to Earth in the three-dimensional way. In fact, and when he sees that, he'll think somehow I made it back. She thought about it, then said, this is perfect. In 10 seconds, my image was on the Earth's surface. He looked puzzled and nervous, pulled out a black device, aimed it at my hologram and pushed the red button twice. The hole opened on his side and my side too. He pushed the hologram and flew right through it when he tried to. He landed.
Oh, okay. So here's how they end up doing it. Let's finish this little section first.
Pushed the hologram and flew right through it when he tried to. He landed in the cell with me, and that's when I knew. And right before the hole closed, I managed to slide through. I was like, whoo, when I saw.
There we go. So Kay and the mystic woman, whoever she is, they sent a hologram of him down to Earth directly where the other Kay was. And essentially tricked him into opening up another portal to send K back, and he ended up falling through the portal. K jumps in once that guy gets through. They swap places. Now everything's all good to go. Everything's okay. K's back on Earth. The portal's closing.
I managed to slide through. I was like, whoo, when I saw it closing. Way out in the universe, I then heard an explosion. They had executed him at that moment.
Wow.
The lady came and told me he's a familiar opponent. Handed me a paper with a funny name written in ink. R-E-R-E-C-R-O-S. What is this? She said, think. Veracruz, I'm wondering, did I say it wrong? My friends and family were happy that I made it home. Back from a round that I...
Which, Veracruz, I believe, is sorcerer backwards, but in a really strange pronunciation. Or maybe it's an anagram and the letters are mixed up. I'm not sure.
Never again wanna be. But that night, this dude's name kept haunting me. 4 a.m. it hit me with the force of a meteor. I flipped the name around and said Sorcerer.
And the way he hit like force of a sorcerer, like that, the bending of the words there, the switch of the pronunciation, that's nice.
That's it.
Yes, sir. Alright, guys, and that was Planet Exile, or Identity Theft Part 2 from K-Rino. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I know I did. Thank you again to Robert Owen for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Let's get through the rest of this saga. I've thoroughly enjoyed every track from it so far, and I'm excited to get through the rest. But don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you enjoy these videos and you want to see more like it. We got more K-Rino coming every single Friday, in addition to videos every other day of the week. So check them out. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.